give me the bends. When I come up for air, it's gonna give me the bends. Guess I can't pay my bills, guess I can't pay my rent. Thought of running away, but I'm already spent. When I come up for air, it's gonna give me the bends. When I come up for air, it's gonna give me the bends. They say, why don't you spend your time wisely?
Welcome to 3C's RC. Today I'm going to show you how to make some custom wide fenders. So you're going to need a body, some aluminum pieces. I just cut up a can. Pieces should be about 2.5 inches in length, maybe like 10 centimeters wide. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. Anyway, then you want to start laying some glue down. I like this Gorilla Glue. Seems to work pretty good. Yeah, I always seem to take the house glue. That's why this has got that writing on there. I gotta return this one. I'm the super glue thief. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and place this aluminum can in here. I want it to stick out probably about, I don't know, 5 millimeters or so. Just speed this process up for you a little bit here. It's pretty boring. You're gonna have to keep holding it till it sticks. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. These fender pieces are a bit shorter than I would like, but they were scrap and close enough where I could make them work. Ideally you want the entire wheel well. That's why I say like 2.5 inches. Or you can, measure it with a piece of paper. I like using these aluminum pieces and the super glue because at the end of this process it just peels right off. It's actually pretty cool. It's like one of those ASMR videos or something. It's nice. So you got more gluing and more pressing and holding. Kind of just want to make sure you're keeping them straight in the wheel well as you want to keep that distance out, at least the 5 millimeters or more, so that when you can always come back and shave some off in the end when you have the epoxy on there. But just try to give yourself something to work with, but you also want to make sure that stays like horizontal. Otherwise your wheel's going to hit it all funky and you're going to have more work for yourself. And that's about it for the, pre-fender part. Now it's the putty time. After you get it mixed up real good, and you want to make sure you mix it up good because it will be bad. You're going to have a hard time sanding. You'll pretty much have to rip it off if you don't mix it well. So after you get it mixed up, I like to kind of portion it out. Here I'm going to portion it into 4 equal ones and roll these little snakes, I call them. Definitely want to use water. It'll help you from getting it stuck on things, stuck on your fingers and whatnot. This stuff is super sticky. This is the go-to stuff, the Tammy out epoxy putty. If you're gonna mess with it, this is the stuff I would use. I'm going to just get this pressed in real good. Gotta get a little dippy of water here. Make sure your fingers are nice and kind of wet so it doesn't stick, and really press it in. You really want to be thorough here. You want to try not to have any like air pockets or anything. So I'm pressing pretty hard. Be careful of that aluminum can there. Don't want to cut yourself. Also trying to, like, anything that squeezes out, push it back up. Really trying to shove it into the body right here. Just keep working it, trying to widen it out. As long as you had enough in the beginning, you can just keep kind of pressing it out, shoving it up. It should even out pretty good. If not, sometimes I'll roll another like little snake piece and, you know, put it towards the front or the back, wherever it needs to be, and kind of even it in. But you definitely want to be pushing it in for quite a while. And now just get another snake, I call them, ready for another fender here. So kind of just that same process for the rest of them, you know, roll out your little portion. I like to make it in that tube, that snake shape, and then, you know, just kind of work it into that corner between the aluminum backer and the body, and just really shove it in there. You don't want to have any air gaps. And you want it to really contact that body. This one's definitely been pre-sanded and rinsed and whatnot, so you definitely want to have the background sanded a little bit. But this stuff sticks to everything. That's why I like it and don't really have a problem with it. I've had some other problems with other materials. This is always the go-to. Just make sure you don't get too like fast or sloppy with these stages. You want to have those nice clean lines. Otherwise you're going to have issues in the end. You're going to have to come back in and cut them with a hobby knife and whatnot. So work slow. Don't rush it. So I like to make sure all of them are pushed in good, so at the end I'll come back and double check it all, put some water on my finger, try to smooth anything out, try to make sure they're all kind of even, all the same shape, you know, in the front and the back and whatnot. All is going to save you a lot of headache in the end. This is a really critical time to make sure it's right, so that you don't have a lot more sanding in the end process, which is not fun.
Who could have predicted this type of outcome? And all I see is red like some Malcolm. Thought that I needed friends, I'm good without some. Congrats, you made it in, it's only round one. I'm on the first thing, shipping out to last place. Last half looking like a drag race. Laugh now like relieve a bad taste. And you just gotta take it with a smile. The corners dusted off of me, I know it's been a while. I can't believe you haven't seen me since a little child. But now I'm grown up, pockets never show much. Whiskey in my system, got a buddy feeling so tough. I'm disgusted by my image. No amount of hating, you can wipe away the blemish. If I try, don't let me finish. But even silver linings got a scrimmage. Guess I can't pay my bills, guess I can't pay my rent. Thought of